Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit with Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective oracle for today, Saturday, November 9th, 2024. You may follow me on the book, the Insta, the talk, or the tube, or not. Totally up to you. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, fabulous. We love that for you. If it does not, just leave it down on the table for someone else. Don't take on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use the Mystic Red Rose Oracle. It was sunny earlier and now it's just cloudy. Dang it. Went to a couple of craft shows. Got me some Culvers for dinner, for lunch and dinner, with a pumpkin spice shake that I'm going to add coffee to later because I'm just that kind of monster. We got one on the table. Two on the table, three on the table, four on the table. I love these cards. They're so little and they're perfect for my tiny little hands. Six on the table. The fifth one popped out and then the sixth one popped out right after it. I was so mad because I went to one of the craft fairs, was at one of my old friend's churches. She doesn't go there anymore. Catholic church. And I go and I text her. I said, "Guess where I'm at? Your last church." And she goes, "Oh, well, I'm at my church now." She's like, "We're giving away coats to kids." And I said to her, "Why didn't you tell me? Like, I would have bought a coat and donated a coat for the kids or gave money or something. Gave her money to go get coats. I don't know." I swear to God, this woman waits to the last damn minute. I love her to death, though. My Tony. Antoinette is her name. Got seven on the table. We're going to do two more shuffles. Eight on the table. Nine on the table. Look at that, an even 10 with bottom of the deck. I'll set this over here. All right, we've got the Runner ascending. Oh, do you like my little half beanie? It's an ear warmer to keep your ears warm. I figure I got a lot of metal on there. I probably should keep it warm, right? But then it leaves my head open so I don't get too hot. Because I get hot really easily. Like, I feel like I'm 44. I feel like I've been going through menopause since I was 18. I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm always hot. Cupid's arrow. Like, people will come to me in winter for heat because I could be wearing a t-shirt and a pair of shorts and I'm putting off heat like nobody's business. My hands are warm right now from nothing. From nothing. Mask. Sword and Rose. I was joking around when I was talking to one of the guys in the other department, when I was helping out in the other department. And I told him, like, after COVID, I started to get what I call fire hands, which has nothing to do with my hot hands, but like my hands get numb and sometimes it goes all the way up to my arm and da 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 da. And usually I'll get it like a month or two after I have COVID, and then I'll have it anywhere from like 6 months to a year. Well, if I keep having COVID, it just doesn't go away. It'll lessen, but I'll still have it. Well, I've only recently like stopped having it, but then in July I thought I had COVID even though I didn't have COVID. And now I have this next shoulder thing going on. I was telling him, I said, wouldn't it be awesome if I have hot hands, fire hands, and one day I just wake up and he was like, oh my God, that would be so awesome. Okay, I think I said this already. Talking, abundance, girl with a snake, mirror, and bottom of the deck, healing heart. All right, y'all. See, I got both lights on in here, and it still feels like it's dark in here. Okay. So definitely a past person. Someone that ran from you. Someone that you were... I mean, I'm going to say it's some type of love relationship, some type of sexual relationship, just because with the Cupid's arrow, the mask, um, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation, struck by love, sword and rose. Oh, sorry, mask is hiding true feelings, pretending and delude, gaslight, and personify. So I'm gonna say this was a romantic relationship from you for you from the past, someone that ran from commitment. And that's not to say that you weren't in a commitment. So feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. But some people, whether they're feminine or masculine, commitment means a different thing. Like not everybody thinks of commitment the same way, right? Um, and I've talked to you guys before about my personal like I've been in casual friends with benefits more often than I've been in relationships. Just because in the past that's been my preference. No ties, no strings, and when it's over, and I can walk away and I don't feel anything about it. Um, much like men claim to do. However, some people get into commitments not really thinking they're commitments, but then the other person thinks it's a commitment. So take how that resonates. It was some type of sexual relationship. Definitely sex going on there. And this person, I'm not going to say they were in love with you because whoever this is, I don't think you guys were in a relationship that long. You know, I'm thinking like, and I'm throwing out guesstimates here, but I'm thinking anywhere from like 3 months to a year, around there. And yes, I've said this before on I think my TikTok. I made a post about it. Um, typically men know within, what is it, 2 to 3 months whether they're in love with somebody. I think 2 3 months. So if you were with this person from 3 months to a year, I mean, technically they should have known if they were in love with you. However, again, everybody's different. You know, that's just the law of averages. Because I don't feel like this person was in love with you. I think they were attracted to you. I think there was definitely a sexual connection. I just heard hot fire and ice, hot and cold. So maybe this person, like when you were in it, when you were together, when you were doing your thing, it was hot, it was passionate. But when you two weren't together, it was cold. So I think for them, it was definitely more of like a casual friends with benefits type relationship. Whether you felt that way or not, I don't know. Some of you might have felt like it was a casual friends with benefits. Some of you might have thought that there was going to be something more, or you thought it was something more. And while this person is a runner, so they probably have run away from other relationships, I don't think in their mind they were running. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if this person didn't think of it as a commitment, they're not really running. They're walking, like they're just exiting a relationship that wasn't meant to last in their eyes anyway. At this person, this person is very um practical, rational, cuz I not to diss or downplay myself or my own or the way I do readings, but the way that I'm reading this, it feels very practical and rational to me, like I'm weighing both sides. And I not to bash myself, but I feel like when I usually do reads, I'm like, oh well, this person's a jerk because they ran. And right now I'm feeling very like your side, their side, and neither party is kind of right or wrong or whatever. Hmm. This person right now with the ascending card, um, this is someone that's going into a new phase in their life. And I feel like with the sword and rose, this person went within and found some like they saw some hard truths of their own character, their own personality. They got clarity on like past situations for themselves. Um, again, like their own character, their own behavior. This person is, yeah, they're okay. So they're not thinking. Okay, so you know how like we talk about healing journeys all the time, right? Healing, going within, meditating, shadow work, childhood wounds, all the jazz, right? All those key words, all those hot topics. Just made me want to go to the hot topic store. I should look online, honestly. Um this person, like they want they're like they're determined to heal themselves, but they're not looking at it like that. Because those are general terms. I just heard because those are general terms. And this person is of the mindset that they're thinking of just for themselves. So don't be offended. If you're if this is a cross watcher, this is you, you're watching, whatever the case may be, or you, whatever. Don't be offended, but someone might be very ego driven, might be very selfish, self-involved. Like that would explain like the runner's situation, the friends with benefits, the casual. Like someone would like that would probably have a string of those type of relationships. Hey, I, you guys know, I've been honest, I've had those relationships plenty. I literally just said that like 5 minutes ago. This person is taking that into their healing journey. Like they're looking at it like, well, I don't really give a shit if you're healed or they're healed. I'm going to heal myself. But they're not using those I just heard like dime store words or like dollar store words. Like they're not using those key phrases. Like they're literally just like, okay, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to, you know, I'm going to tap in, I'm going to meditate. I'm going to think about my past. I'm going to think about my present. What do I want to change? Can I change it? How's it going to work out for me? How did the past work out for me? What do I want to change? What do I want to keep? It's a like I said, it's a very rational. Oh, what is that word? It's not nitpicky. It's focus. Like it's a very focused vision that this person has, like what they want to change, what they're willing to change about themselves, what they're willing to heal. Sorry, I just got a message from Amazon. um and what they know they want to continue with or stick with, or my eyes just welled up with tears. This, for no reason, this person might be in for more than they bargained for. Now, whether this person is doing this now or they've already done it or they're going to do it, I don't know. But I think this person is going to find more than they bargained for. I think this person is going to get more in tune with themselves emotionally, mentally. And I would say definitely emotionally, considering my eyes just welled up with tears for nothing. I think this person has been very unemotionally involved in their own life for a very long time. And this person is, I think, when they go to heal themselves and they're going through their past and looking through the present, and I think they're going to find that they suppress their emotions so much that when they're going through their healing journey, that shit is going to bubble over. And I got to be honest, I've said this before and I'll say it a million times. As children, we are taught to hold everything in and not be emotional and not say what we need to say or think what we need to think. We're not supposed to cry. You're not supposed to be a big baby, whether you're a girl or a boy, and you're taught to carry that into adulthood. Be a man, be a strong ass woman. Do not show your emotions. Do not let anybody see your emotions. And I think even before I started my healing journey last year, and even before 2022, um, my grandfather died in 2021, and I made a promise to myself then not to hold in my feelings. And quite honestly, I think that is how I came to my separation and my divorce from my ex husband, because I wasn't holding in my feelings. That year or so before the ex husband and I separated, I was telling him what I needed, what I wanted. in our relationship where we needed, both of us needed to change and grow together. And he wasn't getting it. He wasn't getting it. I wasn't getting any reciprocation. And that's when I just started going off on my own and doing my own thing. And then, by the middle of 2022, like, we were separated. We were done. And we were divorced January 2023. You're probably talking like about 2 years, about year and a half, year and 9 months, something like that, from the time like I started setting those boundaries and limits and asking for things that I hadn't asked for in the past, and him not realizing like, oh, maybe she's serious, to the time we got our actual divorce. You're probably talking like a year and a half to 2 years there of time. But it was my grandfather's death that instigated everything for me, that started everything for me. Because I realized, like, I'm not going to hold myself in anymore. Why would I not cry if I need to cry? Why would I not get angry if I need to get angry? I mean, don't get me wrong, like, don't beat up people and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying. And it's kind of funny because when I got on my healing journey last year, a lot of people tell you, like, you have to put you first, and take care of you. And it is true. I do believe that. But at the same time, like, I said to God, I said, I'm not going to be the asshole. Like, you're never going to get me to be the asshole. Like, I'll take care of myself. I'll put myself first. But if somebody comes along and needs something, even my own worst enemy, like, don't think that I'm not going to do what I can to be a nice person. My thoughts on that have changed somewhat. I guess I would say in specification to certain people from my past. But truthfully, like, okay, I gotta put out fake food for the kitties. The little white kitties. She's like a flame point, I think, like a Siamese. Sorry, I get distracted by cats. You guys know this, or dogs, or birds, or whatever. Squirrels. I love squirrels. And I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I told God, like, I'm not going to be a shithead. Like, you're not going to turn me into a shithead. I'm still going to be a good person. I'm still going to be a nice person. Recently, I just had a thing with, I talked to you guys before about the woman at work who, we were friends and now we're not really friends. I found out this past week that she's been, like, saying stupid shit behind my back. Like, we don't even talk. Like, what are you saying about me? Like, what did I do? What did I do other than exist and not want to be your friend anymore, because of the way you treated me and others? Blow it out your ass, as far as I'm concerned. And it's kind of funny because our mutual friend that we're both still friends with, I had went to her and asked her, because this friend, she's supposed to be going in for surgery. It's her second surgery this year. She's supposed to have it before the end of the year. And when she had her first, well, she had one last year and then she had one at the beginning of this year. I didn't know. I didn't know about the first one. The one at the beginning of the year I knew about, but I didn't get myself involved in it. And I told our mutual friend, I said, I want to get her a box of candy. She has a favorite candy and I can get it. Like, I was thinking about getting her some slippers and, just some stuff for her convalescence, right? After her surgery. And then I found out about this and this past week. And on Tuesday, we all got together to send off our friend who's moving away. And she quit She quit her job where we work, so she's moving 2 hours away into Wisconsin. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm not buying you a box of candy. Like, you literally just start shit with people for no reason. Like, I didn't do anything to you. I didn't say anything to you. And now you're starting shit. I thought, fuck it. I'm not buying you a box of candy. I'm not buying you a pair of slippers. I'm not getting you anything. Because this is why. Every time I am nice to this woman, she bites me in the ass. Literally. I feel like she bit me in the ass. And where I would normally just be nice, and probably still get the box of candy, now, if the mutual friend comes to me and says something like, hey, weren't you going to get so and so the box of candy? I'm going to be like, fuck no. After what that bitch said about me for no reason, no, I'll pass. And that's going to be my response. I swore that when I went on my healing journey that I wasn't going to let everything change me, that I was still going to be a kind, outgoing, loving, caring person. And I am. I am. But you better fucking believe I have my boundaries and I have my limits. Whoever this person is that's going through this healing journey, this is someone that, like, they know that there are things that they're willing to change and there are things that they're not willing to change. I'm being called to say, if you're watching, please change the toxic things. Don't hold on to toxic people or situations. Let that go. Let that go. It is so easy to just walk away and pretend like it never happened. Like they never existed in your world. It is so easy. Mm. That's just for someone out there. But yeah, this person, they're like laser focused on certain things that they know they want to change and other things they want to leave alone. This person must be watching you on social media or hearing about you through mutual friends, because with the mirror card, it says mirroring each other, self-reflection, introspection, inner wounds. If they're well, it doesn't matter whether they're hearing about you or they're watching you. They're coming to the conclusion that the two of you are very similar. And the longer they watch you or the longer they get like information on you, the more they come to have feelings for you. And I wouldn't necessarily say like, oh, they're in love with you, but definitely like a respect for you, and like someone that wants to come in with some type of conversation. First off, to maybe apologize for how they treated you in the past or how they treated your connection. But they also want to come in for a conversation to kind of pick your head about your healing journey and where you've come from, what you've done to heal yourself, that kind of thing. And I feel like with the talking card, they're going to reach out. I don't think through email. I don't have an email. Definitely probably a text or an instant message, I would say. Possibly messaging you to just say, hey, can I give you a call? Like, are you free? Can you talk? Can I give you a call? With the abundance card, it says positive mindset, manifest, gratitude and bliss, blessings. Now, on the card, it actually shows money, but in nowhere in those words does it say monetary abundance. So, again, what do you think is abundant to you? What does this person think about abundance in regards to them? I think this person is realizing that there's more to life than money. Obviously, you need money to survive. Unfortunately, that's how our society works. That's how the world goes round. But this person is realizing, like, if I work a 9 to 5 job and I'm working 70 hours a week, what am I working that 70 hours a week for? To put money away for 401k, savings, pay off my home, go out to fancy dinners, buy a new car. Like what do I need and what do I want? And do I need to work 70 hours a week to get what I want? Because let's talk about a work-life balance, right? If you're working 70 hours a week, that's 10 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you're not even working 7 days a week, let's say you're working 5 days a week. What is that? 14 hours? 14 hours a day? That means you have 10 hours to wake up, shower, eat, do what you got to do at home, family, kids, pets, whatever, go to work, do it all over again. 10 hours to yourself on the daily is not a lot. And you better believe when Saturday and Sunday roll around, you're going to be tired as like you're going to spend your whole weekend recovering from your week. And for what? An extra 20 hours of pay? And let's put it this way, however much you will make, however much the government's going to take in taxes, is it really worth it at the end of the day? That you wasted 20 hours when you, or 30 hours technically. Um, Girl with the snake, okay? I'm getting two things. So I'm getting, technically, this is this person. Whether it doesn't matter, feminine, masculine. Girl with a snake, charmed or used enable boundaries. So this is someone that would charm people and use them, would enable their own shitty actions and the shitty actions of others. And this is someone that probably didn't have boundaries, didn't respect other people's boundaries. I'm also getting that this person, maybe more than once, was with a girl with a snake. And again, it doesn't matter, feminine, masculine. You take how that resonates. So they were with people that were just like them. Users, abusers, losers, however you want to phrase that. If they were using people, they were with people that were using them. Like they didn't know any different. Like to them, this was normal. This was just life. And again, with the mirror card, this person would see something of themselves in these other people. Not recognizing that really what they were seeing in these other people was their own bad qualities being shown back to them, right? They didn't get that. This person didn't get that. This is someone that would have hid their inner wounds, like they wouldn't have healed them, they would have hid them, and they would have not noticed this other person doing the same thing. But they, you know what I mean? They're mirroring each other. Like if this person was very ego driven, very addiction driven, they would come into contact and have really close trauma bonds, right? With these other people that were exactly the same way. Like, oh, you got an inner childhood wound? Yay, so do I. Let's bond. And I mean, that's not even part of the conversation, right? Because neither one of them acknowledges that. On a subconscious level. On a conscious level, there's sexual attraction. They both have the same addictions, and they get along well because they're in that low vibrational state. Or if you don't want to say low vibrational, whatever vibration they were in, it was the same thing for the both of them. This person got along really well with people that were of the same vibration, as you usually do, right? Higher vibration people get along with higher vibration, lower with lower. That's because you allow for what is going on there. Like if I'm a low vibrational person and I'm an alcoholic, I'm probably going to have a lot of alcoholic friends because I'm going to hang out at the bar, or I'm going to have parties and invite everybody over to drink. So all my friends are probably going to be alcoholics too, or very close to it. But you don't acknowledge that that's an issue, right? Well, we're all drinking. It's a party. Yeah, but how much do you have to drink? And how much do you want to drink? How many times do you have to have a party every month? And do you even want to have those parties? The healing heart card, bottom of the deck. Healing heartbreak, texting or addiction, abusive relationship. Whoever this person is, they've been very toxic and addicted, and they've put up with a lot of toxic people and addicted people. They've been in abusive relationships. Abuse doesn't necessarily have to be physical or sexual, right? Abuse can be mental, emotional, verbal. This person is, like I said, they're looking at it laser focused. Like, I'm going to heal this, I'm not going to heal this. At the end of the day, this person is going to come to the conclusion that you can't heal this one thing without healing this, and you can't heal this without healing that. So they're going to come around to this round robin conclusion that they probably got more to heal than they thought. I don't think this person is not going to heal it. Again, with the sword and the rose card, they're very determined. It's just a matter of getting there mentally, getting the clarity, and realizing like what they really have to do, what they really have to put out there in order to do it. Sorry if you heard that. That's my intestines. This person also, too, I think, has had opportunities to heal in the past and they ran from that. Um, and I'm just going to say this. You might have been a catalyst for them. Like maybe you were supposed to be someone to help them heal. They probably had that many times where God sent them a person like, hey, go heal this person. Try and get this person to get their shit together. And for whatever reason, this person, they just kept running. And the sad part is this person, I think this person thinks that you were sent there to heal them when you guys were in a relationship. I think they believe that you were sent there to heal them. And at the time, they were just like, well, that's bullshit. Like, I don't need to heal. I'm fine just the way I am. Perfecta. Oh, pardon me. I will say this, and I will say this every damn time. You guys know I've said it before. People heal when they want to heal. You can't make someone heal. You can't make someone change or grow up. People have to figure that out in their own time. And if they never figure it out, then they never figure it out. And I know it's sad and it's horrible to think about that for some people, especially when we have, if not love for someone, even if we just have like affection or care for someone, it's hard to think that that person is going to go the rest of their life without figuring out their shit. That they're going to continue to be an alcoholic or a drug addict or a gambler or having sex with the wrong people or, whatever the case may be. And the sad truth about life is there's a lot of people out there like that. There just is, and it's, yes, you might be sent to someone to wake them up, but if they can't take that hint, it's not for you to stick around and deal with their BS, their unhealed BS. Not at all. This person might want to come in and have a conversation. Not only just about like giving an apology and talking to you about your healing journey, but they also might want to talk about how they knew that first time that you met, that the two of you were supposed to be together, and they knew that they were supposed to work on themselves and they just weren't ready. And you probably already know that. Depending on when this happened for you, whether it was recent, whether it was months ago, years ago, you probably already know that. you know I think about people from my past all the time. People that I feel like I was sent to help heal, and people that I just felt like I should help heal. You know what I mean? Like I didn't feel a calling. I just thought like, okay, like let me talk to this person. Let me help. You know what I mean? I think about it all the time because you want me to be brutally honest? When God sends you in to heal people, when God sent me in to heal people, Most of the time I failed. And that's not to say that I'm a failure, because I don't look at it like that. Like, I went in and I did my job. I said what I had to say. I was the person that I was, caring and kind and loving and giving and putting my ass on the line, sometimes quite literally. It's not for me to feel like a failure. And I'm not saying that it's for the other person to feel like a failure either. I'm just saying, again, sometimes it's meant to happen when it's meant to happen. You don't really have a choice in that. And if anything, if you go in to awaken someone, and even if they run, but they know that's what you were there for, to kick this person in the ass, at least them acknowledging that is something. Even if they don't do it, it's something. Because eventually a person will get kicked in the ass for like the 20th time, and they'll be like, "Oh my God, remember when I was with so and so like 10 years ago and they were the nicest, sweetest person, and I should have given up this life for them because my life would have been so much better with them. Damn, I should have done that." Like, eventually, in my heart of hearts, I believe people do awaken. Am I there for their awakening? No, probably not. Probably not. And sometimes I think that's all for the better. I talk to you guys all the time about my healing journey. I did my healing journey on my own. I mean, not counting, the guy I was stooping last year, but still. I mean, I was on my own. I was doing my own thing. From June to the end of the year last year, I was on my own. I didn't have anybody. I mean, I never talked to that guy about my healing journey anyway. That was something private. If he was maybe on a healing journey, like, I maybe would have talked to him about it, but he was not. And it's not that I don't think he was healing himself, because I think he was. But again, I think we were both in very different stages of our life. Because I've talked to you guys before about how I'm pretty sure he was seeing me, and he was seeing at least one other person, which I'm assuming she's still his current girlfriend. I mean, that's not really healing type behavior. So how well he was healing, I don't know, but we all have our own journeys. We're all on our own timeline. There's nothing here to say when this person is coming in for you, or if they're coming in for you, because in all honesty, let's just throw it out there. If this person is healing, their mentality could change. Their mindset could change. Maybe they won't want to come in and apologize. Maybe they'll realize there's nothing to say. Maybe they'll feel too ashamed. People change their minds all the time. History rewrites itself all the time. Timelines intersect, and then they go in opposite directions all the time. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. And I hope everybody's having a great Saturday. Now the sun's coming back. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.